Vortex Springs. The second dive, I grabbed the GoPro. Hopefully you're going to be able to see that video, or maybe you've already seen it. I'm not sure where it's going to go in this clip. Good afternoon and welcome back to Life After 55. This is Joseph here and I am on the road. Just left the house on this beautiful afternoon and I am headed down to Florida. First thing tomorrow morning, I'm gonna get up and head over to Vortex Springs. Vortex Springs. So tonight I'm just taking the 6-7 hour drive down that way. Gonna find me a hotel to stay in, get a good night's sleep, wake up in the morning, hit Vortex Springs. Vortex Springs. Do a couple scuba dives. And then when that's done, I'm gonna head to Dothan, Alabama. College softball season has started. Good morning. Well, I left my hotel about an hour ago and drove to Vortex Springs. Vortex Springs. I'm actually here probably about a half an hour before my friend's supposed to get here. But this is the place. This is Vortex Springs. Sun is shining bright, so I don't know how this is actually going to come out here. Right now it's a little bright. But yeah, I made it. So now I'm just gonna sit back and chill for a little bit, get a couple things ready. Again, this is my first dive since I got my certification. My buddy knows that, so he understands I'm probably gonna be going slow and making sure I've got everything set up just right, and hopefully we'll get in the water. It's a natural spring, so the water is supposed to be like, 68 to 72 degrees year round. So even though it's a little cold out here, it's probably about 40 degrees right now. It's a little cold out here. The water is going to be nice. The worst part's probably going to be when we get out of the water. That's going to be a little bit cold, especially being in a wetsuit. You can take it off, the wetsuit, and hop in some sweats and the sweatshirt like I've got on now. But then trying to put a wetsuit back on, trying to put a wet wetsuit back on is not fun. I grew up in Southern California, and I've done my fair share of surfing on the Pacific Coast, all over LA and Orange County, and throwing a wet wetsuit back on, A, is not easy, and B, it just sucks. It's cold. So we're gonna do one dive, come out, and then we have to have a surface interval of about an hour. And then we'll go back in and do another dive. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna take the wetsuit off or just pull it down halfway, throw a sweatshirt on, and we'll just have to see what it's like. But anyway, I'm gonna start to get a couple things ready before my buddy shows up, and then hopefully we'll get some footage underwater. First time, again, taking the GoPro underwater. That's why I actually bought the GoPro, was to be able to take it into the water and stuff. So we'll see if this little setup I have works. It's not a very expensive setup. I didn't want to go all out right away. I spent so much money on the certification and all the gear. I've just had to take it easy on the camera setup. If I continue to do this, it would be nice to get a real nice camera and real nice housing and all that type of stuff. But we're just gonna make do with what we have for now. So this is a look at the actual spring that we're going to be diving in. Of course, right now you could probably see the steam coming off the water, because the water is, it's a natural spring, so the water is, like I said, about 68 to 72 year round. And since it's about 40 degrees outside, get that steam coming up off. All right, still waiting for my buddy to show up. Like I said, I'm still a little early. He should be here in about 20 minutes or so. It's a nice place. They've got another little area set up over there for swimmers to go in and kids to play. They got some playground areas here. They've got camping locations where you can camp. It looks like they've got actual rooms that you can rent. All right, well, looking forward to getting in. We'll be back with you soon. All right, and we are recording Vortex Springs, Ponce de Leon. First attempt at using my GoPro underwater in the housing. All right, y'all, so I am in the car. Just got done with 2 scuba dives at Vortex Springs. Vortex Springs. Here in Florida. Had a really good time. The weather actually wasn't all that cold, and the water temp was like 68, so it's actually pretty nice. First dive, did not take the camera down. Didn't want to have anything in my hands, really. It's first dive, about a month and a half since I got my certification done. So I just wanted to get down there, see the place, work on my buoyancy, make sure everything was still good, that I still had good control over my buoyancy. And yeah, everything went good on the first dive. So the second dive, I grabbed the GoPro. Hopefully you're going to be able to see that video, or maybe you've already seen it. I'm not sure where it's going to go in this clip. But hopefully it all went well. It's first time taking the GoPro underwater. It's first time using the lights, first time diving since my certification. So a lot of firsts today. And now I'm on my way out to Dothan, Alabama, where I've got that junior college softball tournament we're going to be umpiring starting tomorrow, hopefully. We've got a lot of rain coming in tomorrow, so we got to stay flexible. So I am in the car and about to head to Dothan, Alabama. We'll be spending the night there tonight and see what time we get some games in tomorrow. With the rain coming in, we may not get any games until later in the day, and we may have to extend the tournament out till Monday. Just depends on whether the teams can stay, or depends on how many games we get in. We'll just have to see how it goes. So I'm on my way now, and yeah, I'm gonna sign off. All right, peace out.